Feeling that heavy fog in the morning? That fear of losing your edge? What if the key to a sharp mind is on your plate? I'll show you. Like, subscribe, and tell me where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. Now let's get started on your path to better well-being. Oh my dear friend, let's have a heart-to-heart about something that might be sabotaging your nights without you even realizing it. It's that seemingly innocent cup of decaf coffee you enjoy after dinner. Many of us turn to it, thinking we're making a smart choice for our health and sleep. But the reality is quite a bit more complex. It's one of those little habits that can have a surprisingly big impact on our overall quality of life as we navigate the journey of healthy aging, and I want you to have all the facts. You see, that decaffeinated label can be a bit of a fibber. Most decaf coffees still retain a small but significant amount of caffeine, often somewhere between 3% and 10% of a regular cup. For many, seniors whose systems can be more sensitive, this is more than enough to gently nudge the nervous system into a state of alertness, right when it should be winding down. It's a subtle trickster that can keep your mind buzzing just enough to prevent you from drifting off into that deep, restorative slumber. Your body and brain are craving for true longevity, but the plot thickens, and this part truly concerns me. The process of stripping caffeine from the beans often involves chemical solvents, like methylene chloride. While regulatory bodies say the residues are minimal, some studies suggest that even trace amounts of these chemicals can interfere with the delicate dance of neurotransmitters that regulate our sleep-wake cycle. Over time, this consistent low-level exposure could be quietly deteriorating the very foundation of your rest, making the pursuit of genuine happiness and energy a much steeper climb. And then there's the power of the mind, which is something we must always nurture for an active mind and continued independence. For decades, you've likely associated the rich aroma and taste of coffee with waking up, with starting your day, with being alert and productive. So, when you sip that evening decaf, you're sending a confusing message to your brain. Your senses say, it's time to be sharp, while the setting sun says, it's time to rest. This psychological tug-of-war can be a real barrier to achieving tranquility. This internal conflict is particularly damaging to the most crucial phase of our sleep, the deep slow-wave stage. This is when our body does its most important repair work, when our immune system gets a boost, and when our brain sorts through the day's memories. If you're not spending enough time in this phase, you can sleep for 8 hours and still wake up feeling like you've barely rested at all. This directly impacts your energy and your long-term health, making those healthy habits feel harder to maintain. Now let's pivot from what to avoid to what to embrace. Let's talk about a true humble hero of the fruit bowl, the banana. This everyday fruit holds an incredible, almost magical potential for inducing deep sleep, and it does so through a beautiful synergy of nutrients. It's a perfect example of how simple nutrition can be a cornerstone of our well-being, especially as we seek to enhance our longevity with natural solutions that support our bodies instead of fighting them. It's about working with nature to foster our independence. The secret lies in its powerful trio of magnesium, potassium, and vitamin B6. The magnesium and potassium are fantastic for promoting natural muscle relaxation. If you often go to bed feeling physically tense, with tight shoulders or restless legs, these minerals send a gentle, silent message to your body that it's safe to let go of the day's accumulated stress. It's like a soft, internal lullaby that prepares you for rest, a vital component of a high quality of life. And vitamin B6. Oh, it's the real star of the show when it comes to sleep chemistry. This vitamin is absolutely essential for a critical conversion process in your brain. It takes an amino acid called tryptophan, which you might know from that post-Thanksgiving dinner sleepiness, and helps transform it into serotonin. This is our feel-good neurotransmitter, the one that brings a sense of calm and serenity, washing away the anxieties of the day. A healthy dose of serotonin is a prerequisite for happiness and peaceful rest, but the journey doesn't stop there. That wonderful serotonin then gets converted into melatonin, the principal chemical messenger that signals to your brain that it's officially nighttime and time to power down. By eating a banana before bed, you're not just consuming a snack, you're providing your body with the raw materials it needs to orchestrate its own natural sleep cycle. This is a fundamental aspect of healthy aging, giving your body the tools it needs to function optimally. and maintain its independence. For those of you who appreciate the finer details of nutrition, here's a fascinating tip. While a ripe banana with brown spots is sweet and wonderful, a slightly greener banana contains more resistant starch. This type of fiber is a feast for the beneficial bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut microbiome is increasingly being linked to better mental health and, you guessed it, improved sleep. This connection between gut health and brain function is a frontier in science that emphasizes the importance of holistic well-being. Speaking of a holistic approach, if you're looking for more in-depth guidance on weaving these kinds of powerful, natural strategies into your daily life for enhanced longevity, I've put together a resource just for you. It's my ebook, Wellness and Aging: Valuable Tips for Seniors. It's packed with practical tips on nutrition, exercise, and maintaining an active mind to support your journey. You can find the link to it in the first pinned comment below this video. Let's move on to another small but mighty ally in our quest for restful nights: the almond. These powerful little nuts are so much more than a simple, healthy snack. When it comes to improving your sleep quality, they are absolute game changers. Their power comes from an incredibly high concentration of magnesium, which acts like a biological dimmer switch for your entire nervous system. It's a simple, natural tool for better health. When you have a small handful of almonds before bed, that magnesium gets to work, sending a clear signal throughout your body to slow down, release tension, and prepare for the night. Dr. Henry often explains that it functions as a natural facilitator, easing the transition from our on-the-go alert state to a time-to-rest mode. If you find your mind racing the moment your head hits the pillow, it's a strong sign you could use more of this essential mineral in your daily nutrition. That's a lot of incredible information to take in, isn't it? If you're finding this helpful and want to continue this journey towards better health with me, please take a moment to hit that like button. It truly helps our community grow and lets me know I'm on the right track with these tips. Beyond simply calming your nerves, the magnesium in almonds plays another critical role. It directly helps regulate cortisol, our primary stress hormone. High levels of cortisol at night are a common culprit behind those frustrating, repetitive thoughts that can keep us staring at the ceiling for hours. By helping to lower cortisol, almonds can help you achieve that elusive mental quiet needed for deep, uninterrupted sleep, which is fundamental for long-term well-being and happiness. Almonds also provide a healthy dose of vitamin E, a potent antioxidant. Now you might wonder what antioxidants have to do with sleep. Well, they help combat silent, chronic inflammation throughout the body, including in the brain. This low-grade inflammation can subtly interfere with your ability to reach the deepest, most restorative stages of sleep. By reducing it, you're helping your body and mind rest without those subtle but constant internal disruptions, paving the way for a more vibrant quality of life. Here's another revealing tidbit that I find absolutely fascinating. The healthy fats in almonds are brilliant at stabilizing your blood glucose levels throughout the night. Do you ever find yourself waking up suddenly between 2 and 4 a.m., perhaps with a vague sense of unease or even hunger? That's often due to a dip in your blood sugar. The sustained energy from almond fats prevents those spikes and crashes, keeping your system balanced until morning and supporting your independence. Let's turn our attention to a beautiful ruby red fruit that is as powerful as it is delicious: the cherry. Few people imagine that something so small and delightful could have such a direct and profound impact on the quality of their sleep. These natural gems are much more than a seasonal treat. They are one of nature's most extraordinary sources of melatonin. This is a perfect example of how targeted nutrition can be a key to healthy aging. Your body naturally produces melatonin as darkness falls, but its production can be disrupted by stress, the natural aging process, or even too much exposure to the blue light from screens. This is where cherries step in so beautifully. Consuming a small portion, say 10 to 15 fresh or frozen cherries, about an hour before bed can help reset your internal clock, providing a gentle yet effective boost to initiate the sleep process and enhance your well-being. But the benefits don't stop with melatonin. Cherries are also packed with anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants responsible for their deep red color. These compounds are incredible at fighting that silent inflammation we talked about earlier. They act like a nightly cleaning crew for your brain, reducing oxidative stress and promoting greater mental clarity upon waking. This is a wonderful way to maintain an active mind and a higher quality of life. If you often wake up with stiff joints, muscle tension, or a general feeling of heaviness, it's a sign your sleep isn't as restorative as it could be. The anti-inflammatory properties of cherries can help ease these discomforts, facilitating a smoother transition into deep sleep. This, in turn, promotes a feeling of being lighter and more mobile in the morning, which is so important for our continued happiness and independence as seniors. Here's a fascinating fact. Many people experience a decline in sleep quality during seasonal changes, when the days suddenly get longer or shorter. This is often due to disruptions in our natural melatonin production. Because cherries contain this compound naturally, they can act as a stabilizing anchor for your circadian rhythm, helping you sleep soundly, regardless of the external light conditions. It's a wonderful, natural, healthy habit to adopt for year-round health. Let's now journey to New Zealand, home of a small, fuzzy fruit that packs a powerful punch for your sleep: the kiwi. At first glance, it might seem like just a refreshing, exotic treat. However, hidden beneath that vibrant green flesh is one of the most effective natural tools for optimizing the quality of your rest. And this isn't just folklore. It's a claim backed by scientific research, making it a reliable choice for those committed to healthy aging. The secret to the kiwi's power lies in its extraordinary content of serotonin. As we discussed, serotonin is a fundamental neurotransmitter for inducing mental calm and improving our mood. But more than that, it's the essential precursor for the production of melatonin, the hormone that governs our sleep-wake cycle. Essentially, eating a kiwi helps set the neurological stage, sending an unmistakable message to your body that it's time to begin the process of rest, a key to our overall well-being. Additionally, this little fruit is bursting with antioxidants like vitamins C and E. These nutrients are champions at combating oxidative stress, which is a silent cellular wear and tear that particularly affects the brain. This kind of stress can lead to that morning brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and frustrating memory lapses. If you experience these things, it's a sign that your antioxidant defenses could use a boost, and kiwi is an outstanding and delicious way to do it, supporting an active mind. Here's an interesting tip you might not know. A considerable portion of the kiwi's benefits are concentrated in its skin. I know it sounds unusual, but if you wash the fruit well and gently scrub off the fuzz, you can eat it with the peel on. This multiplies your intake of fiber, antioxidants, and essential nutrients. That extra fiber also helps regulate digestion, which is another factor directly linked to a better and more peaceful night's rest, contributing to a better quality of life. I hope you're enjoying this deep dive into nature's pharmacy. If you're excited to try some of these tips, why not share this video with a friend or family member who could also benefit? Spreading knowledge about health and well-being is one of the best ways we can support each other. Now, let's talk about a surprising entry on our list, one that might raise a few eyebrows: sauerkraut. Yes, that fermented cabbage with its tangy, intense flavor has properties so potent that it can become a true ally for your nights when used correctly. Its power isn't just in its probiotics, but in its ability to stimulate the natural production of melatonin, showcasing how traditional nutrition can support modern longevity goals. During the fermentation process, the cabbage develops bioactive compounds that your body can transform into sleep-inducing neurotransmitters. Chief among them is our good friend tryptophan, the amino acid that your brain converts first into calming serotonin and then into sleep-regulating melatonin. It's a remarkable process, turning a simple vegetable into a powerful tool for your health and happiness. However, there's a crucial detail here. For your brain to effectively use that tryptophan, it needs a little help from complex carbohydrates. This is why consuming a small amount of sauerkraut alongside foods like oats, brown rice, or a slice of sourdough bread can significantly intensify its sleep-promoting effects. This combination essentially creates a direct pathway to your brain's rest and regulation center, a fantastic healthy habit to cultivate. But we must also be wise and listen to our bodies, a key principle of healthy aging. As a fermented food, sauerkraut contains histamine. For some sensitive individuals, histamine can actually cause restlessness, flushing, or even insomnia, the exact opposite of what we want. It's vital to start with a small portion, just 2 or 3 spoonfuls, and see how your body responds. This is all about personalizing your nutrition for optimal well-being and independence. Let's discuss a food that's famously known as a breakfast staple, but in my opinion, should be considered for your evening meal: oats. This modest cereal, when consumed at the right time and with the right companions, has an incredible ability to calm your nervous system and stabilize your energy throughout the entire night. It's a wonderful, simple way to improve your quality of life through thoughtful nutrition. Its magic starts with a unique combination of magnesium, zinc, and complex carbohydrates. We know magnesium is a natural tranquilizer, relaxing muscles and lowering blood pressure, but zinc also plays a direct role in the synthesis of melatonin, our sleep-regulating hormone. Oats provide both, creating the ideal biochemical conditions for your body to disconnect from external stimuli and embrace rest, which is vital for our health. What truly sets oats apart, though, is their ability to keep your blood sugar levels stable for a prolonged period. One of the most common reasons for waking up in the middle of the night is a sudden drop in blood sugar, which triggers an alarm in your body. Because oats are digested slowly, they prevent these peaks and valleys, keeping your system peacefully balanced until morning. This simple change can be transformative for your sleep and overall well-being. Oats also contain a unique compound called arginine, which has gentle, natural sedative properties. It acts directly on the nervous system to reduce that feeling of mental hyperactivity, the busy brain that so many of us struggle with at bedtime. It does this without creating dependency or excessive grogginess the next day, making it a perfect, safe component of your healthy habits for longevity and happiness. Finally, we arrive at the queen of calming infusions: chamomile. It's arguably the most famous herbal remedy for relaxation, but there's a secret that very few people know. Its real effectiveness depends entirely on how you prepare it. If you're just dipping a tea bag in boiling water for a minute, you're likely getting a pleasant, aromatic drink, but missing out on its true therapeutic power for your health. The key compound that makes chamomile a sleep powerhouse is called apigenin. This natural substance works by binding to specific receptors in your brain, effectively reducing anxiety and calming mental activity. It's like a silent, gentle signal telling your body, you can let go now. It's time to rest. This is a crucial step in preparing the mind and body for deep sleep, which underpins our quality of life and supports our journey of healthy aging. Now, here's the most important part. Apigenin is sensitive to extreme heat. Pouring boiling water directly onto the chamomile flowers can actually destroy the very compound you need to improve your sleep. The ideal temperature is around 85 to 90 degrees Celsius. A simple way to achieve this without a thermometer is to let the water come to a boil, then let it sit for a minute or two until it stops bubbling but is still steaming. The steeping time is also critical. Many of us are impatient and only let it sit for a couple of minutes. However, scientific recommendations suggest steeping it for at least 8 to 10 minutes with the cup covered. Covering the cup is key, as it prevents the volatile, relaxing essential oils from evaporating, concentrating them in your infusion, and dramatically increasing its calming properties. This small adjustment makes a world of difference for your well-being. By embracing these simple, natural foods, you're not just trying a quick fix, you're gently retraining your body and mind to rediscover their innate ability to rest deeply. You're building a foundation for lasting health, vibrant energy, and continued independence, one peaceful night at a time. It's a beautiful, empowering journey toward greater happiness and longevity, using the gifts nature has already provided us. So as you prepare for your evening, perhaps you'll look at that banana or those almonds with a newfound appreciation. Think of them not just as food, but as partners in your well-being. What is one small change you feel inspired to make in your nightly routine after hearing this? I would absolutely love to read your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences enrich our entire community. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If these insights resonated with you, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next conversation. I have another video right here that I think you'll find just as helpful on your path to healthy aging. Until next time, be well and sleep deeply.